Hi guys, so today I have a tutorial for this makeup look, and this is my spring inspired makeup look. It's very kind of gold and pinky and a little bit of like corally orange kind of going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. I know I did. Yeah, so I will just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I already primed my eyelid, and so I'm just going to start out with the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this one is in Inked in Pink, and this is what it looks like. You don't have to use this if you don't want, or you could just use this as a base and not actually prime your lid, but I'm just going to use this right on my lid. Make sure it is all over. Okay, and that is kind of what it looks like. After you've done that, I'm going to take my Naked palette, and I am going to use the color Half Baked, and I'm just going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just get a little bit, not too much because it can get a little bit intense, and just put this in the inner third of your eye. And you can bring it down into your inner tear duct and then under your eye just a little bit. You don't want to use too much because it is a very, very pigmented color, and then it can look just a little bit too gold for what we're going for. So then that is what it should look like when you are done with the gold. After that, I'm going to take the color French Cuff, and this is by MAC. So this is what it looks like. If you don't have this color, you could use any sort of like shimmery pink color would be fine. You don't have to have these exact colors. You can use what you have and kind of just make it work. So I'm going to take the other side of my fluffy brush and then just kind of put that over the rest of my eyelid, blending it in a little bit to the gold. Alright, and then once that is done, it should look a little bit like that. And I'm going to take the color, this is a 24-hour Infallible eyeshadow, and this is in the color Amber Rush. So this is kind of just more of a coppery color. You can see what that looks like. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just get a little bit on it and put that into the crease. Okay, and then once you've done that, we are going to go back to our Naked palette. Because we do have quite a bit of like pink and like shimmery goldy colors, so we're going to warm it up a little bit and add a little bit of a darker color. We are going to take Toasted, and this is in the Naked palette, and I'm just going to take the same fluffy brush and just put a little bit on that and kind of darken up that outer corner and a little bit into the crease. So we're just taking just a little bit. Okay, and then we are going to go back with the fluffy brush and put Virgin. Oop. We're going to take Virgin and put it right under our brow bone. Okay, so now we need to blend this out. So I'm going to take a fluffier brush, and I'm going to take the color Naked, which is just a matte just light brown. And this will kind of help warm up the colors a little bit while blending them out. So we're just going to blend this out so the lines aren't so harsh. And so it looks a little bit nicer. I find that when I use like instead of just blending the colors out, using like a warm matte color, like just a light color, really helps warm up the edges and the actual like colors itself. Okay, so now we need to do our lower lash line. So I'm going to take Toasted again with a short shader brush and just get a little bit on there. We don't want too much, and then just smudge that under our lash line till it meets the gold. Okay, and that is what that should look like. Alright, and so once we're done with that, we're going to move on to the eyeliner. And if you've watched my videos before, you know I like to use eyeshadow for my eyeliner a lot of the time. Not all the time, but if I don't want like a really intense black eyeliner, I like to use a angled brush and then just a black color. So I'm going to take my Naked 2 palette and use the color Blackout and just go ahead and line my upper lash line. When you use this color, if you have the Naked 2 palette and you're going to use this color, make sure you tap it off because it is a very like loose eyeshadow. So like there's just a lot of fallout. And if you can see, I winged it out just a little bit and I used the angled brush, and all I did was kind of just draw a little line with the color and then just go back and connect it. So you don't even need to use anything other than the eyeshadow. This will still work fine. And if you want to make it more dramatic, you obviously can. This is just kind of how I like to do it. What works for me. Okay, so that is the finished and then I'm just going to bring the eyeshadow down just a little bit underneath my eye. Okay, so now it is time for mascara. So I am going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And I'm going to use my Armani Eyes to Kill mascara. Okay, so that is the finished eye look. I will come in a little closer so you can see. Okay, so for the rest of the face, I'm going to take my Revlon Photo Ready cream blush, and this is in the color Pinched, and it is just a really pretty corally orange color. And I'm going to take an angled brush and just get that on there and just kind of start dabbing that on. You can use your fingers, but I kind of find that when you use your fingers with this, it doesn't come on as well. Like, I don't feel like it actually shows up as nicely as if you use a brush. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to, for our lips, I'm going to use the color Juicy Papaya, and this is a Revlon lip butter. This is one of their new spring ones, so it's just like a corally orange color. Okay, so that is what the finished look looks like. And I will scoot back just a little bit so you can see. And yeah, so I hope you liked it. This was my spring-inspired makeup tutorial. Make sure to leave me a comment or a video response showing me your spring-inspired makeup look or trying this look out. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.